be aware that you're going out to the world.
All right. I just want to,
Okay.
I should have used that time to make sure that you can hear me because I just plugged everything in. Is that better or
Perfect.
worse
It's
than I
I
had?
perfect.
can hear your voice.
It's
Play
perfect.
play a little.
That's all I
Yeah.
have right now.
Oh, okay.
But I do have this. Have I showed you my new?
Ooh, pretty. Ooh.
Yeah, you hear that?
Yes,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
living up to its outer beauty.
It's called an Atkin. It's modeled on an LG2, but it's made in Canterbury, England, of all places.
Who would have guessed that?
All right, now I hear an echo from you.
Yes, probably it's because. Hold on. Rats.
I
This
can't
is.
wait till next year, y'all.
uh,
See you all 3D. I can't wait to do some 3D.
okay, it's not from that.
Oh, that's better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm
Well,
wondering
then
if
it
I'm
must
the
not have been
culprit.
coming from me. And there's the echo again. Um, let's see. Is somebody doing that from just the speaker on their computer?
Let
It's
me let me
prob.
try muting. Hold on. Hold on.
I suspect that I'm the culprit.
Okay, well,
But
no, you're not the
I'm
culprit. And
I'm
let me mute me. Well, that won't help. It's supposed to show up on YouTube, and sometimes it starts just, whether I will or no. Hold on. Okay, here's the stream.
You are streaming.
Yeah,
Okay, so is it gone now? No.
still on there.
And
They're like a white noise.
no, it's an echo.
We're hearing a white noise on our end.
Huh.
I'm hearing that too.
Minor from here.
Like it almost sounds like a computer fan.
Well, I got none of that. I'm just sitting my laptop on a stool.
Tim, can you mute yourself for a second?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Hang on.
Oh,
Hang on.
okay.
Okay, and so was the echo gone when you were muted?
Echo is gone, but I still hear that white noise. I'm going to mute me now.
I think. Oh, the echo's back. It's got to be me, but I don't know why.
Or Heather Peterson. She's the culprit.
So
Well, you've got the sound coming from your computer, right, Heather?
I well,
And
so I am monitoring what you're saying right now on the laptop speakers. If I do this, it's going to sound very different, and I bet the echo is gone.
I'll bet it is too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
but
gone.
my songs, the music won't sound nearly as good. So
What have you got? Have you got original sound on?
when it's on, I think that's when you're hearing the echo. I'm
Okay.
99% certain that if everyone except for myself is muted, you will not hear that echo anymore.
You're absolutely right. So I'm going to leave. We're streaming worldwide right now. Welcome to the People's Republic of Austin. There's a long story behind that, but I'll tell you about it later. This is Heather Pearson, who I've looked forward all week to hearing. And take it away, Heather.
Thank you, Jan. Thanks so much for having me. Hey, Swarfa. Hey, world. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm going to tell you a life story in about 2.5 minutes. The year that I turned 21, I hated nearly everyone except that foamy friend in my hand. I could not come back with the best of them, but just like all the rest of them, I couldn't see beyond the end of my nose. Goodness knows how I'm still here. old man had just turned 51 when the cancer's evil work was done and left Mom and me with no place to stand. And from the booze I was set free, but she chose not to follow me, my love, and her fear came to blows. Goodness knows how I'm still here. Some call it luck, some call it grace. I think I'm just more stubborn than most. But like Mama used to say, I come by it honestly. The year that I turned 31, my mother finished up her run. Her hourglass had run out of sand. It had been years since we had spoken. Both our weary hearts are broken. I'm alone now on the road I chose. Goodness knows how I'm still here. Now you gotta imagine Davy's killer mandolin solo right here. Some call it luck, some call it grace. I think I'm just more stubborn than most. Like Mama used to say, I come by it honestly. And now that I've seen 41, my fighting years are far from done, and the earth is truly the promised land. Still those shadows speak to me, each day less convincingly to reach for the thorn and not the rose. Goodness knows I'm so glad I'm still here. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. So I'm broadcasting from my little tiny home here in Conway, New Hampshire on Eastern Time, where it's already a little past what's become my bedtime during the last year and a half. I used to be such a night owl. Now I stay up. 8 o'clock starts to feel kind of late now. Isn't that amazing how that happens? So anyway, it's a beautiful place to call home. And this is a song I wrote a few years back when I was feeling a little homesick. Another clear morning, another bluebird sky, another day of letting things go. I've heard my share of laughter and all the tears I've cried. I'm quite sure that I've seen more than most. I'll tell you why I hide myself away in these mountains. 'Cause there's a whole world of hurt beyond that ridge. I'm sure some folks out there are happy, and I'm sure they'd mean me well, but I just ain't gotten around to building that bridge. No, I just ain't gotten around to building that bridge. Well, I ain't much for drama. I've heard it all before, and I don't wear my heart up on my sleeve. With these four walls around me and all that beauty at my door, how in heaven's name could I ever leave? I'll tell you why I hide myself away in these mountains. 'Cause the world is full of things that I don't need. I'm sure the land out there is fertile, and I'm sure the grass is green, but I just ain't gotten around to planting those seeds. No, I just ain't gotten around to planting those seeds. Ooh. that big old moon is rising, and all the chores are done. My belly's full and the fire's dying down. My eyes are growing heavy, and the whiskey's got my tongue. It's time to sleep till that sun comes back around. I'll tell you why I hide myself away in these mountains, 'cause the world ain't exactly how it seems. I'm sure some folks would tell you different, and I reckon it might be true, but I just ain't gotten around to having those dreams. No, I just ain't gotten around to having those dreams. Thank you so much. All right. I have no idea what possessed me to write this little song. A few months back, I don't know if I was dreaming about a nail salon or something, but sitting on the porch while the sun did scorch was the finest boy these eyes had seen. Fussing with his hands, what you up to, man? He said, I'm keeping my nails trimmed and clean. What had I been told? Was he speaking in code? I asked him, what the hell do you mean? He just shook his head and laughed, just what I said. I'm keeping my nails trimmed and clean. I asked him if he had any plans for such a fine-looking pair of hands. I figured any man with a stand-up plan would always keep his nails trimmed and clean. His answer was the song of my heart, and no amount of dirt could ever keep us apart. And that was ages ago. I guess it goes to show it don't matter if he's seasoned or green. Yes, I love my man and how he keeps his nails trimmed and clean. File that under the I don't know what that's about category. Well, thank you, Jan, for letting me be the icebreaker in your room tonight.
My pleasure.
What in the world has gotten into you? And what's a girl like me supposed to do? I searched all around and I thought I'd found a place to hang my hat. And just like that you tell me that we're through. I know I'm not perfect, I know I'm not a saint, at least I know what I am and I know what I ain't. And if that's not enough, well, that's just tough. But I thought you loved me just how I was, and now because you're leaving, I think I might faint. I've got the good girl blues, they give me every time. I've got the good girl blues, they give me every time. I gave you my heart and everything else that I could. And if I had it all to do again, you know that I would. I'm paying the price now for being too nice, 'cause now you found greener grass. Well, you can't kiss my is that understood? I've got the good girl blues, they give me every time. I've got the good girl blues, they give me every time. I've got the good girl blues, they give me every time. I've got the good girl blues, they give me every time. Every time. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Jan. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure, Heather.
Too bad you can't play that damn thing, girl.
Yeah, really.
Woo!
You're sweet, Laura.
Do you have a 3-minute song? Because
Yeah, you got 4 minutes still.
Do I really? Wow.
That's time enough, right?
Do I ever? Well, if you're feeling sad and blue, let it roll off your back. Or if you're feeling angry, let it roll off your back. 'Cause happy times are coming back to you. Just give it some time. So until then, just smile and let it roll off your back. You gotta let it roll off your back. If people can't see things your way, let it roll off your back. If you can't do a thing about it now, let it roll off your back. 'Cause everybody's doing the very best they know how to do. Sometimes you have to smile and let it roll off your back. You gotta let it roll off your back. Well, I haven't lived a long time, but I know this much is true. When the world is getting you down, there's only one thing to do. You let it roll off your back. You gotta let it roll off your back. You gotta let it roll off your back. You gotta let it roll off your back. If you made a mistake or two, let it roll off your back. Or if you can't do a thing about it now, let it roll off your back. 'Cause 'cause tomorrow you can take with you the things you learned today. So until then, just smile and let it roll off your back. You gotta let it roll off your back. You gotta let it roll off your back. You gotta let it roll right off your back. Gotta let it roll right off your back. You gotta let it roll right off of your back.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you
Right.
again so much.
This last year?
What's that?
Did you write that song this last year?
I did not. I actually wrote that song originally just as a little a cappella gospel thing, like almost 20 years ago, and then I re-recorded it.
When you were like 8?
Right.
I know.
41, I'm not buying it, sorry.
I'm a bicentennial baby through and through. I'll be 46 in January. So.
Nope.
Wow.
But yeah, that's a song I've had in my pocket for a while, and thanks for letting me squeeze out another one.
Because I wrote this year.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! I can't wait to hear it.
I don't think I'm going to play.
Just know that it exists.
So that it exists. Yes, I'll play it next year when everybody can hear.
Well, it is now time for Laura Zucker. And welcome, Laura. I'm so happy to see you.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you all for sticking around. What?
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make Sue and Rusty host if they're not here. Jim, would you mind if I made you host for about half an hour? Yes? Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. Well, now that that's all done, so I did write. I wrote a bunch of pandemic-y kind of songs about how we're getting through all of this, and so this is one of them. It's called "Survival Stew." I haven't done this in so long. I'm actually a little nervous. Hello, James Johnson.
Hey.
I was trying to figure out, well, what's it going to take to get through this thing? It's a stormy sea of uncertain tides. It's a broken wheel on an uphill climb, a vacant lot of weeds and litter hiding the tender bloom. When life feels rough, when it's all too much, can we fill up our cup with the good stuff? Like a little bit of hope and a little bit of grit. And if you can, you might throw a little upside in it. Some love your brother, benefit of the doubt for each other. That might just be enough to help us make it through. And that's my recipe for survival stew. When that bluebird flies and leaves you downhearted, when the road winds back to where you started, when that big tall brick wall stands right in front of you, maybe your soul needs a bowl of what's good for you. Like a little bit of hope, bit of grit, and if you can, you might throw a little upside in it. Some love your brother, benefit of the doubt for each other. grow from nothing but a stone. Ooh, and just a little bit of hope, a little bit of grit, and if you can, you might throw a little upside in it. Some love your brother, benefit of the doubt for each other. That might just be enough to help us make it through. And that's my recipe for survival stew. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am, Heather, you should be where I am because I am out here in my little, thank you, Lovey, my little studio out here outside of Oakland, California. So this is like prime time for me because I'm 2 hours behind y'all. So I might actually even be making my bedtime of 9 p.m. So, probably by the turn of the new year, I'm going to have a new record. I don't know if it's going to be a record. Who knows what it's going to be? I'm calling it a project. Whatever. And I'm really psyched about it because it contains a whole bunch of stuff like I've never written before, which is really exciting to me. And this is one that's going to be on it. I don't know, maybe you'll think it sounds like all my others, in which case you'll love it just like you love all my others. I can't wait for 3D, y'all. It's called Time Love. If I feel it, it becomes real. Roots take hold, tendrils grow, and they carry me away. There's nothing to defeat it, to stop the steady growing of the vine. It's time, it's love, intertwined. When you came along, I was in my summer, heading for my fall. Nothing ever made me feel so weak and so strong, both and all. I carefully placed armor on a nerve newly laid raw. It's all that I am, for all that you are. 'Cause if I feel it, it becomes real. The roots take hold, tendrils grow, they carry me away. Yeah. There's nothing to defeat it, to stop the steady growing of the vine. It's time, it's love, intertwined. Can contain the tangle, it becomes my bones. So I face it, I embrace it. I'm the keeper of the temple, overgrown. It will be this way forever, a blessing and a curse, I know it will. For every year that passes, sow seeds still. Roots grow ever deeper while branches brush the sky. I learned to love the vine that keeps my heart alive. 'Cause if I feel it, it becomes real. The roots take hold, tendrils grow, they carry me away. There's nothing to defeat it, to stop the steady growing of the vine. It's time, it's love intertwined. Thank you. You know how there's some songs that you just you have to play them 1,000 times so that you don't remember why it is you wrote them, and then you don't fall apart every time you play them? I think I need a couple more on that one. Just a couple. All right, let's take a slightly different tack. Hello, Emily Pickerel. This is called Takes the Shape of You. There's a kind of joy that wells up like a fountain, climbs me like a mountain, carries me off in its rising tide. There's a kind of joy I can barely keep inside me, it takes the shape of you. You are my dream, you are my heart, where I will finish, where everything starts. How could I know that the piece that was missing, what I was wishing for, was you? There's a kind of love that fills me to bursting, the kind that makes the birds sing, the kind that unlocks a captive heart. It's the kind of love that's a bullseye dart, and it takes the shape of you. You are my dream, you are my heart, where I will finish, where everything starts. How could I know that the piece that was missing, what I was wishing for, was you? You're the road to my heart's home. I had stumbled down alone. You are my dream, you are my heart, where I will finish, where everything starts. How could I know that the piece that was missing, what I was wishing for, was you? Was you? What I was wishing for was you. Yeah. Thank you. I see your hands. Great. Great.
Oh, geez, I'm in my jammies.
Christine Sue. All right. So this is a very, very, very brandy new song. And I'm just going to take my foot down because you know when you're nervous and your foot's like doing that jumpy thing? But it's holding up my guitar. So my guitar is doing the jumpy thing too. All right, let's see. Let's try this. This is called What I Would Have Said. If I ever, I would never, I could only, if I tried. What if I had been, if I were all in? How would it even? How could I decide? What I would have said, I would have left the hopeless tangle of words in my head and spoken with my heart instead. Spoken with my heart instead. There was a time when I didn't know then if there was one thing, if I could find, if I thought you, if it was true, would I still have? Oh, why did I? What I could have said, I could have left that hopeless tangle of words in my head, spoken with my heart instead. Spoken with my heart instead. Worlds collide, hopes wake, words fail, hearts break. Is it too late? What I should have said, I should have left that hopeless tangle of words in my head and spoken with my heart instead. Just spoken with my heart instead. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful.
Thank you. All right, how long am I? Who's host?
Well, I think I'm hosting. You got 2 minutes.
I got 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Do something.
Dang.
Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you, Sue and Rusty? Yeah.
All right, 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, do
What-
it 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
You've got a 2-minute song. Do it.
Yeah, no 2 minute song.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm going to photograph you while you do this.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the warning. Oh, I got 1 minute. All right. I'm going to defer to Young and Rusty.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I cede my. What do we say? I
I
yield.
yield my time.
I yield my time. Everybody.
Thank you all for listening and for being here. Thank
Laura,
you.
that was- that
Laura,
was
you sound
wonderful.
fantastic. What a treat to
Yeah.
hear you.
Thank you all.
Writing some wonderful stuff. Yeah.
New
Right.
project, Laura, new project.
Yeah.
Here's Young and Rusty. How you doing, Sue? How you guys
Doing great.
Doing
Jim, do you know
great.
how to pin our video?
I have no idea.
Listen to you, Sue, with all the
Okay,
technical
so
talk.
if you go to the little dots at the top of the 3 little dots at the top of our picture,
Yeah.
and you click the 3 dots, there should be a little thing that says pin.
Oh, shit. No, go ahead and play.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna be looking at Jim, but you're gonna be listening to us.
Oh, really? No. I'm gonna turn my video off then.
Then we'll be
what do I
looking
do
at
now?
nothing. Or maybe if you mute yourself, maybe that'll do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, let's see if that'll work. Do we go? No. I think that Jim is pinned for some reason. There, we're still looking at you, Jim. You look lovely. You and your lovely wife. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and play.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Absolutely. This is one we did a long time ago. It's always a nice warm-up song for us called Back Road Love. Got a back road love, and we'd like to take it slow. Got a back road love, and we like to take it slow. Pull over by the one-lane bridge where the dragonflies hover. Let the minnows nibble our toes as we wade in the water. Well, I hope we never get enough of this back road life. Got a back road love, so much to discover. Got a back road love, so much to discover. When the universe comes alive, far from the city lights, we can hear the stars whisper that everything's just right. Well, I hope we never get enough of this back road life. It don't matter if it's asphalt, dirt or gravel, long as it's a road that's traveled. Got a back road love with our shared twists and turns. Started out a little shaky, but along the way we've learned. When the road gets narrow and we lose that shoulder on the side, just lean against each other and enjoy the ride. Well, I hope we never get enough of this back road love. Well, I hope we never get enough of this back road love. There.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very, very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. I'm gonna to pin us. Okay, now I can see us.
Oh, there we are, Sue.
There we are.
There we are. My gosh.
Zoom is a mysterious thing.
All right, big girl. Do that beautiful song of yours.
Just in case my mother's watching on the YouTube channel, I sent her the link. We're going to do this song I wrote about her parents. This is my my grandparents' story, told in my grandmother's voice. Cold wind was blowing, leaves were falling all around. Smile was on your face, and your hat was pulled down. In an on to Canes, you walked up the street. In your pocket was a velvet box. You handed it to me. A string of pearls, a string of pearls. Each one started out as a grain of sand, held now by loving hands, treasure from another world, a string of pearls. Seemed like everything was over the day the fever came. Three little ones at home, they said you never walk again. Another man might have given up, but you never turned away. Each trial just made you stronger, and our love grew every day. A string of pearls, a string of pearls. Each one started out as a grain of sand, held now by loving hands, treasure from another world, a string of pearls. Every challenge brings a choice. Turn and run, or stand and stay. Every day there is a chance to grow in unexpected ways. Now the clock softly chimes, the moments rise and fall. The past is smiling down on me from faces on the wall. You've gone on ahead and I sit here, the beads in my hand, each one a precious memory, connected in a strand. A string of pearls, a string of pearls. Each one started out as a grain of sand, held now by loving hands, treasure from another world, a string of pearls.
There we go. Beautiful job, Sue. Beautiful Beautiful job.
Thank you.
So we're going to go from the beautiful, beautiful sentiment of that to a little Louisiana-inspired song.
How are we getting up? Is that on, Rusty?
Is that on, Rusty?
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Get out of it.
Get out of it.
Sorry. We had another. Yes. If everyone can mute. I don't know if that was us or somebody else. Okay, moving on. Are we on? Yeah, we're on.
Sure.
Yeah, we're on.
Okay.
Can y'all
Very
hear us?
good.
Can you hear us? Yes, they hear us.
Okay. This is going to be a little Louisiana-inspired song called Bayou Man. You ready, Sue?
I'm ready.
Hot things hot and a cold things cold. All you supersize my gumbo bowl. And you slap a little butter on my roll. Hot thing hot and a cold thing cold. I'm a bayou man. Bayou I stand. As we walk across this promised land. To a Cajun fiddle and accordion. Cajun fiddle and accordion. Cajun fiddle and accordion. Songs most every night. To a chipmunk buzzing on a back porch light. And my picture's not as greasy as a chicken thigh. They made up songs most every night. I'm a bayou man. Bayou I stand. As we walk across this promised land. Cajun fiddle and accordion, Cajun fiddle and accordion, Cajun fiddle and accordion. To the Louisiana mud. And you sing like an angel from a heaven above. And your love comes on me like a raging flood. When you wave your toes in the Louisiana mud. I'm a bayou man. Bayou I stand. As we walk across this promised land. To a Cajun fiddle and accordion, Cajun fiddle and accordion, Cajun fiddle and accordion. All right, Etoile. Thank you.
Rusty's going back to his Gulf Coast roots with that song. All right, we're going to do a little something in Espanol for you. This is the words of this song are written by Federico Garcia Lorca, Spanish poet, and Steve Dillette, an American songwriter and a friend of many of us at the Kerrville Folk Festival, put this to music. It's called La Guitarra. De la guitarra se rompen las copas en la madrugada, empieza el llanto
corazón malherido por 5 espadas. Guitar begins to cry, struggling against the dawn. It's useless to try and stop it. Impossible not to go on. Crying like the water, the way the wind weeps over the fallen snow. Soft tones of sadness, of distant things. Sin blanco, la tarde sin mañana, y el primer pájaro muerto sobre la rama guitarra, corazón malherido por 5 veces amar.
Job, Sue.
All right, it looks like we got 3 minutes left, or maybe less than 3 minutes. You want to do Scratch My Back?
Yeah.
This is a new one, and it's pretty
short.
It's pretty short. Just maybe an idea for how we could all get along. I've got an itch just out of reach. It keeps me up at night. It's right back there between my shoulders and a little to the right. So won't you help me out? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? And I'll scratch yours. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye. I know we fuss and fight. That don't mean that we've forgotten how to set things right. So won't you help me out? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? And I'll scratch yours. Just like that golden rule, the one we learned in school. I'll do for you and you do for me, and we will all feel much better. Oh, would you scratch that guitar, Rusty? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? And I'll scratch yours. That feels so good. Won't you do it again? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? Oh, baby, won't you scratch my back? And I'll scratch yours.
All right. Good
Thanks,
job,
y'all. That was fun.
Sue. Jan, thank you so much for inviting us.
You are so entirely welcome. I'm delighted you wanted to do this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And just think you didn't have to cart all that stuff into the hotel like you usually do.
I thought about that yesterday. I didn't have to move a single bed. I had no trips to Costco.
Although I miss seeing your face in person, I gotta say.
Likewise, yeah. There's an upside to both sides.
Yeah.
And Jim, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So our next guest is Gabby Castro, and I see that she's here, and I'm so delighted. I've been looking forward to hearing your music. So feel free to unmute and grace us with something wonderful. I know you've got plenty of it.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for having me, Jan. I'm excited to be here. Well, be here. And I wish I could be in Austin right now. Facebook reminded me that SWERFA was a couple of years ago, like in person. And so I'm just like seeing those memories again and thinking like, oh, I miss seeing everyone. But you know, that's what we've got next year. I guess I'll just play some originals. This song is called Stronger, and I wrote it about 11 years ago. Also, I'm gonna go live on Instagram, so let's make sure that works. Okay, perfect. To bear. It's hard to move along when no one's standing there. That day I almost gave up, but then I heard you say something innocent, something sweet, and I'm still here today. Your eyes told me I no longer had to hide. As time went on, I could finally confide in someone who always had an open heart and open mind. You always held me close when I needed to cry. And after all you've done for me, everything that we've been through, I just wanna let you know I'm stronger now because of you. All those memories are like a movie set in time to a perfect song that doesn't need to rhyme. All those conversations, stories meant to last, are just another reason our pain is fading fast. Your eyes told me I no longer had to hide. As time went on, I could finally confide in someone who always had an open heart and open mind. You always held me close when I needed to cry. And after all you've done for me, everything that we've been through, I just wanna let you know I'm stronger now because of you. We are unbreakable, and I know your heart is made of gold. Friendship is more than just a smile. It's a feeling that brings you back to life. Your eyes told me I no longer had to hide. As time went on, I could finally confide in someone who always had an wanna let you know I'm stronger now. I'm stronger now. I'm so much stronger now. Because of you. Thank you. So this next song, let's see here. Let's do this one. The song is called Cold War, and I wrote it back when I was in college. And after I wrote it, I realized I had just started the process for my new album, which I'm still working on like 4 years later. But the song is, it's partially a conversation with myself about living with depression and anxiety. And it's also written for a friend who at the time I thought had betrayed me, but at the time she was trying to help, and things didn't end up going very well. So I saw it as, you know, this friend had turned against me, but really she was just trying to help. And when you're, you know, 16, 17, going through something as difficult as mental illness, you know, when you're just a teenager, there's only so much you can do. So it's kind of what Cold War is about. trust and burned it to the ground. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. I lost a part of me to this Thank you. So I guess I can do one quick one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let me do one quick one. Let's see here.
Actually, you got, let's see. You've got 8 minutes.
Oh, 8 minutes.
Yeah. So you can do 2 quick ones.
I do 2 quick ones. Okay, great. All right, let's do. I'll do this one called "Blow Me Away." This one's on my album "Love Always" that I released back in 2015, and I can't believe it's been that long since I released a full album. So this song's about a country singer I've been listening to for a long time, and how just listening to his music made me feel like I could fall in love again, because at the time I'd been getting over a really nasty breakup. So it's nice when you find that artist that can just make you feel good. Blue eyes, golden hair, boy, I've seen you everywhere. You're on your way to change the world. Songs of love and songs of freedom give me something to believe in, making my heart beat whole. So blow me away like a Louisiana hurricane, a twister in the pouring rain. I'm already on my knees, so break down my walls and make me remember what it's like to love without being afraid. 'Cause I'm ready to stay, so blow me away. I'm scared to fall in love again. I just don't wanna be broken, but you're making it okay. So blow me away like a Louisiana hurricane, a twister in the pouring rain. I'm already on my knees, so break down my walls and make me remember what it's like to love without being afraid. 'Cause I'm ready to stay, so blow me away. So blow me away like a Louisiana hurricane, a twister in the pouring rain. I'm already on my knees, so break down my walls and make me remember what it's like to love without being afraid. 'Cause I'm ready to stay, so blow me away. Blow me away. Blow me away. Yeah. Blow me away. Blow me away. Cause I'm ready to stay, so blow me away. Thank you. All right. Do this last one. Thank you again for having me, Jan. This was really fun. And I think I will be at Swerfa next year if it's in person. I hope it will, because back in 2019 at Far West, I won a free admission to Swerfa. And so I was going to go last year, and then that couldn't happen. And then this year also couldn't happen. So I'm hoping that next year it can kind of roll over.
Yeah, you do want to spend those certificates.
Yeah. And I do want to be back. 2019, I went to all of the regions, and honestly, I wish I could go to all of them every year, but that would be a lot.
Expensive.
That would be very expensive. So this last song I'm going to play is called "This Golden State of Mine," and I wrote it about my home state of California, where I still live here now. I live halfway between Oakland and San Jose at the moment. And I just wrote it when I was in college in Minnesota, feeling extremely homesick. I grew up in a city of 70,000 plus. Then I moved to one of a million, and that ain't too big for us. There's nowhere like California. I-5, 101, 99. Nothing can replace my hometown, this golden state of mine. Up north we've got Mount Shasta, then drive down to the bay. You'll see loud and proud San Francisco and Tech Hub San Jose. And east we have the Sierras, then go down to LA. You'll see Desert City and beaches, you can drive to it on a day. There's nowhere like California. I-5, 101, 99. Nothing can replace my hometown, this golden state of mine. And all this Minnesota snow in Tennessee, mountain homes won't keep me away for too long, no. 'Cause there's nowhere like California. There's nowhere like California. There's nowhere like California. I-5, 101, 99. Nothing can replace my hometown, this golden state of mine. There's nowhere like California. I-5, 101, 99. Nothing can replace my hometown, this golden state of mine. There's nowhere like California. I-5, 101, 99. Nothing can replace my hometown, this golden state of Nothing can replace my hometown, this golden state of mine.
That was lovely. I love your part of California too. Just we spend part of every summer in Point Arena, which is way north. It's up by Mendocino.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's beautiful
and
there.
every year, my husband says I repeat myself, but it just is so fascinating to me that that's the natural color of those hills, and that's why it's called the Golden State.
Exactly. Yep. Those I have hills like that right outside my bedroom window, and
Yeah,
it's
I love
beautiful.
that. I kind of like to be living where you are. I tried LA, that didn't work at all, but
Oh yeah, and I'm not a fan of LA either, honestly. I'll visit. I love visiting and seeing everything, but it's too busy for me.
yeah.
I prefer smaller cities, suburbs, small towns. That's where I'm happiest.
Same here. Well, welcome, Leanne. It's so good to see you. And it was good to hear you last night, too.
Well, so glad to get to be with y'all last night and tonight.
Yes.
I am back in Austin after a fun day traveling from Mexico, and I hope everything sounds okay. Last night I just did my regular old straight into the computer, and now I thought, well, I better get set up because I got to do church in the morning anyway. So we'll see.
Well, you sounded great last night, and I'm sure you'll sound great today too.
Well, really, Jan, let me know, because my the guy I work with church, he said, Leanne, it sounds better just singing straight in the computer instead of with all the stuff. So
sometimes that's true.
Do
you have your original sound on?
Yeah, I got it all on.
In that case, you're covered. It's going to sound fine.
How does this sound? How does this sound? Is the guitar pretty good? Well,
yeah.
Okay. Crawling out of bed, I gotta fill it up, y'all. Each day it's just the same. I got a nasty habit, I'm to blame. Got to get my fix of the news. It's true, y'all, I got the daily blues, yeah. Come rain, too much shine, you got me thinking about it all the time. These days it's our president, and everyone explaining where money went. This and that with who knows who, it's true. You know that everybody got the daily blues. Oh, well, I got my little handy pick on that I got at Folk Alliance. I bet all of y'all got one of these. Hey, Jan, do you know, we're watching you on the main screen. Oh, yeah. I think you got to do that other screen share thing. I don't know. Well, I'm broke up and I'm broke down. I got to get to work on the other side of town. I lost my phone, so no call home. Well, I'm glad I woke up late for another round. I said, hey, baby. There I am. Said morning, coffee cup, crawling out of bed. I gotta fill it up, y'all. Each day it's just the same. I got a nasty habit, I'm to blame. Got to get my prescription filled, and I will, you know why. I got the daily blues. Oh, yes, I do. It's true. You know what? Everybody's got them. We got the daily blues. Why do we got the blues, y'all? I'll tell you what, it's from too much news. Yeah. Well, I turned off the TV and I turned off the radio, and I have not picked up a newspaper in 3 long weeks. But there's still a part of me that just can't help doing a little Google search to see Austin COVID today. Got to get it filled, y'all, it's true. You know everybody got 'em. We got the daily blues. Yabba-da-boo-doo. Did y'all get one of these pics also? Oh, where's that camera? From Folk Alliance, one of the best times I had ever. Right before COVID came down and made us all stay home and start playing with computer live streaming, which I'm so grateful for, because truly yesterday I was getting the live stream in Mexico, and I got to do church from Mexico, and I'm applying for a job, and I might get to live in Mexico. And but I love it here in Austin. Why do I love it in Austin? Let me tell you why. Wake up the roosters, bring on the dawn, you know I'm ready to go. Come on, y'all, let's have a whole bunch of fun. We got something to crow about. Oh, yes, we do. Come on, y'all, perk up the coffee, raise up the shade. Don't bring me breakfast. You know what? We got it made. We got something, yeah, something to crow about. Yeah, we got something here, baby. It's oh so sweet. Don't know what it is, but you know it makes my day complete. I'm figuring it out one step at a time, baby. You know it, just about to blow my mind, and I'm tired of teardrops. I'm bored with the blues, and I'll be changing my tunes. Spread the news, we got something, yeah, to grow about. Oh yeah. So this is the part when I'm teaching school where I let the little kids understand what a solo is. It's the instrumental break where someone would be playing, and I let them be the soloist. And I say, all you got to do is be a rooster, and you just got to stand up, and you just got to crow a little bit for me. And that's the solo section. So they get up and they start strutting around, you know, going, yeah. me to learn who's the rowdy ones. Come on, drop what you're doing, and we're gonna make it a day. And kick up our heels to get carried away. Yeah, we got something, oh, something to crow about. Yeah, you know we got something. All you songwriters, you are so sweet. Digging deep inside your heart, giving us such a treat. Whoa, what I want to do, what I want to celebrate is you today. Yeah, come on and sing it. Drop what you're doing, we'll make it all day, all night. Try to write a song to make it seem tight. We got something, yeah, something to crow about. Oh, yeah, we do, y'all. We got something, what? Really, really something to crow about, yeah. And that's this community of songwriters, ooh, celebrating with a song or two. Oh. Amen, hallelujah. You know, because if I was in Mexico, my Spanish might be good. Ooh, that reminds me of a song. But I would miss Barton Springs and lots of things right here. Most of the music. Well, they have good bachata down there, though. That does remind me of a song, though. I wrote this when I was camping down there in Boquillas, Big Bend area. And you can look right across the river, and there's Mexico. You could actually walk across. Look over there. Where? Wild ponies in Mexico, drinking deep as they turn to go. They know secrets I want to know. Catch a pony ride into town where tequila's cheap. Children play on the dusty streets. Senoritas stroll while the babies sleep in a bougainvillea sunset. Bougainvillea sunset. Ooh, and the fiery skies. Come with me with no regrets. I see the flame in your eyes, and a dreamer will sing along and never forget that first kiss when we met in a bougainvillea sunset. La 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 la, all those colors. La 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 bum ba da. I've been in Texas for so long, I want to hear a different song, and everybody will sing along, giving me reason to stay. The air is sweet on this road of clay. Smell the moonflowers at the end of the day, while starlight swiftly breaks away from the bougainvillea sunset. Bougainvillea sunset and the fiery sky. Come with me with no regrets. I see the flame in your eyes, and the dreamer will sing along. No, never forget that first kiss when we met in a bougainvillea sunset. That first kiss when we met, bougainvillea sunset. Arriba! Yes. It's beautiful down there looking across the river. But you know what? Everywhere we go, we can see beauty. Absolutely everywhere. And it truly is for me, keep on working on my attitude to try and be more grateful every day. And my struggles to be my great teachers. Maybe they really are good friends. Oh, that reminds me of another song. I'll try this one. It's called Cheater's Game. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna play a bunch of songs in the key of G. Oh. So I wrote this song, it's on my new record, and a lot of times I write songs because in the key because it's easy to play, but then when you sing it, it's not really right. And I never remember a capo. Ooh, like real songwriters do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been where you're at. At first it seems fun, and then such a rush till you hurt everyone. You got a new love along with the old. You start keeping secrets, the truth can't be told. You don't answer your phone, you make sure to delete any messages that talk about anything sweet. You're a loser in the cheater's game. La 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 la, la 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 la. A loser in the cheater's game. La 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 la, la 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 la. So you juggle your nights, switch up your days, fill every moment, 'cause you're so afraid to lose what you got. Then it starts getting hard when you can't tell a soul what's deep in your heart. You erase all the good that you've ever had, 'cause it seems so exciting being so bad. You're a loser in the cheater's game. La 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 la, la 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 la. A loser in the cheater's game. La 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 la, la 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 la. But you're empty and naked, dying for love, and you'll be left standing alone. Your desire burns like a fire, you know what? It burns out everyone. You're a loser in the cheater's game. La 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 la, la 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 la. A loser in the cheater's game. La 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 la, la 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 la. Sing along with me. A loser in the cheater's game. La 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 la, la 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 la. A loser in the cheater's game. La 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 la, la 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 la. Everyone loses. Oh, should have seen the look on his face when I played that one.
You got a 3-minute one?
I do. This is the title of my new record, Fallen Angel, inspired by Will Sexton when he was playing a South by Southwest full moon traveling barn dance. I'm gonna try my best to do this one. It's another cloudy day. That's okay. Might bring some shade. You had nothing much to say. I feel that way when I'm afraid. You walked in the room with your smiling bloom, and you tuned your guitar strings. How life can change when a fallen angel sings. When a fallen angel sings, I can swear my heart's about to burst. the pleasure and the pain. It's a blessing, it's not a curse. Well, I could cry all night, feel alright like my sins have been washed clean. How life can change when a fallen angel sings. Do you ever think how your heart will break when you hear that fallen angel sing? It's enough to open heaven's gates. I'm going home, I can hardly wait in that crowded bar. No matter where you are, time and time and time again, a broken heart can heal when a fallen angel sings. Oh, oh, a broken heart can heal when a fallen angel sings.
That was gorgeous. Did you ever get to sing it for Will?
I tried to. I was so excited about it, and he just kind of, like blew me off. He blew me off. I said, "Will, I got a song I really want to play. Can I play it for you? Can I give it to you? Just listen to it." No, I didn't get to play it for him.
Oh, damn.
Maybe I'll get stuck in a room somewhere with him, and he'll have to listen to it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening and being supportive. And I see Scott Martin's here. Yay. I was going to give him this time slot. I was like, Scott, if you don't have one, just take mine.
Sounds great.
Well, thank you very much for agreeing to do this, Leanne. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll have fun. Keep writing. I'm so excited to go write some songs soon. All right. Talk to y'all later.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. So now, let's see. I'm going to put this back on gallery because I like to be able to see everybody. I'm me. And it's my turn. Ha. We had a great summer, I gotta say. I finally got to see the Grand Girls close up, and they were alive and they were fine. And then we went to our favorite place in Northern California, which is called Point Arena, and it's up about maybe an hour south of Mendocino. And it's beautiful. It's just filled with everything you want to see in California. And Gabby reminded me of it, and I said something about it, and this song was written for it. Blue skies, sunshine, sea foam sparkling on the shore, tall pines, grapevines, and a blackbird raconteur. Sunday morning, peaceful as a prayer. It's spring in Point Arena, it's spring in Point Arena, and the birds of California are singing everywhere. Bright eyes, white smiles in this tiny seaside town. New friends clasp our hands and invite us to sit down. Sunday gathering, picnic in the park. It's spring in Point Arena, it's spring in Point Arena, and the birds of California are singing in my heart. Well, this is how I think paradise is gonna be. but the sun is setting and the fog rolls in and we must leave. But spring in Point Arena, spring in Point Arena, and the birds of California will sing on. Spring in Point Arena, spring in Point Arena, and the birds of California will sing on in my dreams. It's spring in Point Arena. Thank you. Hi, Jordy. Thank you. Yeah, that was. I just imagine if this had happened 20 years ago. You know, I mean, you got to be grateful for some parts of this. Yeah, there you go. Here's one of the really good ones. I went to Israel in 2016. I'd wanted to go since I was 14 years old, and I finally made it in 2016. And I toured Israel and met some wonderful people. And when we came back home, I thought, wow, I'm probably never going to see all those people again, ever. Well, I've been doing a weekly song circle with them since the pandemic started. It's been yeah, I mean, there's some upsides to this for sure. Plus, I get to invite people to do my show who are nowhere near Austin and don't plan ever to be. Or maybe not right now. I'm going to do one that I wrote during this lockdown because I immediately sought out every single song circle, every single song challenge, all of that, everything I could find. And wrote from prompts for a year and a half. And I now have about 5, based on my previous output, about 5 years worth of new songs. Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. So this was one of them. It never did get instrumentated, if that's a word, because it just seemed like it was not meant to be. And it was based on a picture of snails and something somebody said. And I can't remember what they said, but I do remember the snails. And it occurred to me that that spiral thing gets repeated all over nature. And there's a reason why. And so I went up and I looked at, you know, the reason why. And I looked at a bunch of pictures, and this was the result. Fibonacci and fractals are nature's way of saying, despite the way it looks, it's still all good. There's meaning and order in the universe, even if it's unclear to you. You've just misunderstood. The sun rises, the moon rises, the tide rises, they all recede. It's in the flowers and in the stars and galaxies. And so do we all rise and fall, one after the other. The universe unfolds exactly as it should. Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you. Well, it was fun, and I made a video of it that I haven't published yet. Guess what the pictures were of? So, let's see. Checking to see when I have to stop. This is an old one, and it's served me well over the years, and it's served me well in the last year. Whoops. Oh, that's not right. That's why. Oh well, we'll just go with it. When those gray skies seem to be falling in, when the hard times get harder and the good times grow thin, don't let that old rocky road rock you off of your feet. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Too many times your tears rolled by. You've been down too many roads paved with too many lies and promises dripping gold, honey sweet. One day you'd be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Well, somewhere there's rainbows shining in the sky, and dollar bills, well, they float on down before your eyes, and the last piece of your puzzle will make your life complete. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. So you gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. Thank you. Well, I figured out what was wrong with the rhythm about halfway through the song. Too late. Oh well.
It happens.
Yeah, it does. So I'm going to take just a second here and go into an alternate tuning, which it also just occurred to me that I could have had a second guitar set up with this tuning, because I don't have to worry about plugging it in. I'm just playing straight into my computer tonight. I took a trip. It was actually a tour, and the goal was this house concert that I was going to do in Utah, in Salt Lake City. And while I was driving there, they told me, I was coming from a place in Colorado, and they told me to come up over the mountain on 6 and not take 70 all the way across, because it was way out of the way. And I got to the mountain, and I looked up over the mountain, and there was a big storm going on up there, and I didn't want to do it. It was dark, and so I just kept going on 70, and it was delicious. Southern Utah is heart-stoppingly beautiful, and I had never seen it before. And I drove past one spectacular thing after another, and I kept thinking I should get out and take a picture. And finally, I did get out, and I stood there in the scenic overlook with my camera up in front of me like this, and I thought, I wanted it for my husband because he wasn't with me, and I wanted to show him what I was seeing. And I just thought, he's never going to get it from a little picture from my phone. So I wrote him a song instead. This is me driving along. Let me take you west and fill your eyes with beauty. I could show you pictures, but they'd just be small and puny, and you would not feel satisfied. You would not feel blessed like if you saw it with your own eyes. So let me take you west. Let me take you west to timeless earthly majesty in ever-changing robes and jewels left here by the sea. 'Cause you will hear me speak of it, and I will seem obsessed. So there is only one solution. Let me take you west. Let me take you west, among silent brooding canyons and the shouts of pointed rocky spires, reaching for the heavens. Spend a day or spend a lifetime, whatever you suggest. Let me show you how I love you. Let me take you west. Imagine this at sunset. Let me take you west. Thank you. So now that means I have to put it back in regular tuning, right? And do one more. And it's going to be a short one. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. This is off my very first album when I met my husband. Oh yeah, put it back in tune. I've been doing this show Sunday afternoons for a year and a half, but my brain has not been working this weekend. And yesterday during this showcase, I forgot to to mute myself, not once, but twice. It's like I've never seen Zoom before. And I teach on it too. So it's not like, you know, I'm just getting the experience every 2 weeks. And in other words, I had no excuse at all. Okay. Out of the worst things that ever happened to you, some of the best things result. That was this, but I wrote this about the worst thing, not about the best thing. That'll come later. After I knew you had left me, I swept my heart up off the floor. I put those pieces in a drawer. Thought I'd maybe let them sleep a lifetime or 2 or 3 or 4. Now when I thumb through the memories, sometimes they almost make me smile. Thought I was going out of style, but slowly but surely, I'm getting over you. So where did you get all your enlightenment when you said you thought our love was not exactly heaven sent? I was too happy now that you mention it. Well, after I knew you had left me, I wept till all the tears ran dry. So now there's no tears left to cry, 'cause slowly but surely I'm getting over you. Just tell me, how did you come by such enlightenment when you said you thought our love would only cause me discontent? Guess I was lucky, if that's true. Ooh, well, one day when you're sad and lonely, you'll look down the road and see somebody waiting. But it won't be me, 'cause slowly but surely I'm getting over you. Thank you. And now I'm going to, thank you very much. I'm going to pass this on to, oh, Jordy. Oh, great. Okay, yay.
Well, that was lovely, Jan. Thank you. I'm just starting to get familiar with your songs, and like I mentioned in the comments, I really love the positivity coming from your songs. I can really relate to that. And you were talking about some of the difficult things that happen in life lead to some of the best things, and isn't that just the nature of a life? At least that's been my experience, and it's nice to know it's been your experience and the experience of many others as well. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, good. So I'm going to play you a song that resulted from a very challenging experience. We were displaced by Hurricane Harvey in 2017, and we had to move to a place that was unfamiliar to us. We moved to an apartment, and I noticed that my wife didn't hang any pictures on the wall of the apartment. So that inspired this song, which is from my last record, which was released in 2019. It's called Pictures on the Wall. Moving in, planting roots, boxes on the bed, packing peanuts, rolls of tape, here we go again. Seems like yesterday, we've done this before. We're stones that keep on rolling, and life just keeps unfolding. Every turn just leaves us wanting more. When do you hang pictures on the wall? When does a house become a home? In between the living and the final curtain call, when do you hang pictures on the wall? Taking steps, no regrets, breaking in that bed. Rooms for friends and barbecues, cold beer in the fridge. Hoping that we'll find sunny days ahead. I know I've been drinking, but I just get the feeling we might have a permanent address. When do you hang pictures on the wall? When does a house become a home? In between the living and the final curtain call, when do you hang pictures on the wall? We can wait until it's right, but there ain't no perfect time. Let's take a chance and settle down. It's our place, it's our town, never more to roam. home? When do you hang pictures on the wall? When does a house become a home? In between the living and the final curtain call, when do you hang pictures on the wall? In between the living and the final curtain call, when do you hang pictures on the wall? Thank you guys.
Love that.
It was nice to see a couple of y'all singing along. That's one of the things that I love about live shows, is being able to encourage the audience to sing along with me. It's one of the treats of my life, and I haven't had the chance to do that very much these days. I miss that, so thanks for doing that. Let's see. Let's play a song from something new. One of the good things about the pandemic has been the fact that it pushed us back to the inside of our lives. A lot more songwriting, I think, has been going on. Certainly that's been my experience, and I've got a new record coming out in February of next year. It's going to be released. I know Scott Martin, who's in the audience, also has a new record coming out. A lot of new music coming out in 2022, I think. This is a song it's a simple song about morning routines and love and caffeine. It's pretty autobiographical. And I'm gonna take this harmonic off. I didn't sleep well last night. There's been a lot on my mind. Couldn't stop the movies in my head. The minutes turned to hours. The sun came up again. The alarm went off and I almost fell out of bed. Coffee with you in the morning clears the cobwebs in my brain. Coffee with you in the morning makes me feel like me again. The 1 minute world news, my bare feet on the tile, both send a shiver up my spine. I hear you in the kitchen, make my way downstairs. There's nothing like that smell, it's gonna be alright. Coffee with you in the morning feels the cobwebs in my brain. Coffee with you in the morning makes me feel like me again. You remind me it's our oldest daughter's birthday. All these faded pictures, she's doing fine in New York City. Coffee with you in the morning clears the cobwebs in my brain. coffee with you in the morning. Makes me feel like me again. Coffee with you in the morning. Yeah. You make me feel like me again. Thank you.
Great. It's on a new record.
It's going to be on a new record coming out February 1st, 2022. I'm going to put a little bit of info in the comments, so if you want to kind of follow what I'm doing, maybe support the new record, get an advanced copy of the record, it's all there for you guys. Thanks for being here, y'all. It's great to be playing music. I haven't played many live shows this year. It sure is great to be knocking some of the rust off and getting out and performing for people again, even if it's virtually. So here's another new one. I've done a lot of work in the past 5 years helping folks out, working with a charity called Nothing But Nets to help eliminate malaria globally. And I was inspired by a video that I saw of some young kids singing in Swahili, and I thought about those young kids and about the impact that something as basic as healthcare has on their lives, and just thinking about, you feel like all these young kids that are out there going through this. I just felt like, in a way, they were kind of like my kids. I mean, I was just putting my kids in their position and just thinking about that. And so I wrote this song called My Namesake, which is, kind of the idea that all of the world's children are our children in some fashion. And so the chorus is in Swahili, actually, and it means happy birthday. And so it's celebrating every life. It's called My Namesake. Oh, what a special day for this miracle. You, little child, have come to give us hope. Tiny fingers, tiny toes, Papa's eyes, Mama's nose. Like a seed you will grow, stretching up to the sky. There's a skip in my heart and a gleam in my eye. And I know the responsibility is great, 'cause the world is redeemed by the gift of your face. Open all the windows, let in the breeze. Let the music of joy spill into the street. Birds in the big tree are singing along. The flowers, they smile as they dance in the sun. Furaya sikuya kuzaliwa, my namesake, my namesake. Furaya sikuya kuzaliwa, my namesake. Little one, you've arrived with such mighty lungs. One day you will speak up for the voiceless ones. But for now, I will tend to the flame, then I'll pass it along. And the world will resound with your birthday song. Furaya sikuya kuzaliwa, my namesake, my namesake. Furaya sikuya my namesake, my namesake, my namesake. Oh, what a special day for this miracle. What a special day.
That's really sweet, Jordy.
Thanks. Thanks so much.
What an awesome song.
Thank you. It's good to see you, Naomi. I just met Naomi today. She's cool. She's a cool person. I can already tell.
You're a cool person. I can already tell.
That's
Yay,
what I
new
love.
friends.
Yeah, that's what I love about this virtual place we call Swerfa, this folk music community. It's just awesome. I love all you guys. It's like family for me. And I know you guys feel the same way, because we're awesome. So this last song, I think have time for it. It's been a special song for me. It's also from my last record, which was released in 2019. I wrote it with a couple of buddies, Terry Klein, who some of you know. You may or may not know Todd Withers, but we wrote it at the Kerrville Folk Festival during a rainstorm. And the seed of the idea happened when I met Jamie Harris at Songwriter Serenade, and we were out towards the end of the day at that ranch where Songwriter Serenade is held, and the sun was coming down and the moon was rising, and we were standing between the sun and the moon, and Jamie Harris mentioned that, and I wrote down in my phone, between the sun and the moon, and a couple of weeks later we wrote this song. And it's also a wonderful sing-along, so if you want to sing along with the mute button on, that's great. I would love that. So it goes like this. A perfect afternoon in May, my best friend's wedding day, outside a clapboard chapel built in 1898. I saw you standing all alone on the limestone gravel road. In your bridesmaid dress, you were playing with your hair. The full moon on the rise, the sun sinking in the sky. We were standing between the sun and the moon. You, me, the sun and the moon. Rings and vows exchanged, the band began to play. You sat at a table, pulled a label off a bottle of beer. You finally caught my glance. I decided to take a chance. You took my hand and we danced to the Maiden's Prayer. The full moon on the rise, the sun sinking in the sky. We were dancing between the sun and the moon. You, me, the sun and the moon. Now sing it with me, the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon. Yeah, Scott. The sun and the moon. Across the floor, step by step, dusk to dawn, breath to breath. I wished we could stay right there. Confetti on the floor, walked you to your car. You kissed me on the cheek beneath the stars. All this time gone by, I think of you sometimes, and I wonder to myself where you are. Full moon on the rise, the sun sinking in the sky. Are you standing between the sun and the moon? We were standing between the sun and the moon. You, me, the sun and the moon. Thanks so much, you guys. I love playing some songs for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to hang out and listen to one of Scott's songs, and I'm going to bust off to another showcase. So can't wait to hear Scott. Hang out for Scott. He's amazing.
Yes, he is. And hi, Scott. I haven't seen you since you showed me your brand new album that looked more like a little book than an album.
When was that?
It was at Swerfa some year.
Oh, a couple years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
It looked like a little book.
Yes, I think.
I'm not sure which one you. I mean, there's only one other one. I did one in 2018 was when that came out. So anyway, Jordy, it was great. Sorry,
yes,
Jan.
Jordy, that was wonderful.
It was great to hear you. I'm sorry I missed. I guess Leanne played a little earlier. Hi, Leanne. Good to see you. And hi, Heather. It's just a still photo, but it's nice to know you're there. Janet, it was great to hear you play. It's just I miss you guys all so much.
Yeah, likewise.
So yeah, I had an intensely creative 2020. I'd been planning on doing a record that year, and then when the lockdown happened, I ran out to Rock and Roll Rentals and rented a bunch of stuff and locked myself away basically for months. Michael Henchman ended up co-producing this record with me. At first he was just going to play some bass and some other stuff, and he ended up being my sounding board for so many things that I finally said, Michael, we're doing this together. So anyway, let's see here. Okay, this is one of the songs on the record. I was thinking about a time kind of like this when after all the craziness of that time was going to be hopefully over, and it's not all over yet, but nonetheless, it's more over than it was at some point. So this is called Absence of Angels. It may not be the presence of demons, but the absence of angels to fear. There's a radiant light that can overcome all the wrongs of these tangled up years. And it's not that our dream has been stolen, it's still as real as a cornflower's blue. In these darkest of hours, there's a golden thread that leads to redemption of the hope we once knew. Let's go climb up this mountain, hand in hand, my friend, and we'll be high above the valley when the bells ring out again. My beloved on the altar is burning. The cathedral walls bend in the blaze. The sky's on fire. If the rains don't come, I'll be carrying her ashes away. She's the daughter of the age of reason. She's one of the sisters of fate. And the thread she spins is a precious thing, woven with the promise of a time that awaits. Let's go climb up this mountain, hand in hand, my friend. And we'll be high above the valley when the bells ring out again. Na 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 na. Let's go climb up this mountain, hand in hand, my friend. We'll be high above the valley when the bells ring out again. We'll be high above the valley when the bells ring out again. Thank you. Thank you.
Sweet.
Thank you so much. That's got some, thank you, Jordy. That's got some fun mandolin and dobro and upright bass on it with several friends. Anyway, it's fun to have something to show for 2020. That's for sure. I remember your face, that first look into your eyes, in an office up on Grant and 18th Ave. A brief sense of recognition, of longing, hoping for fruition. Then your smile and knowing look as the moment passed. The snow was falling, coating all the dumpsters in the alleys. I caught the bus and stared as the monotones faded. An hour or so commuting, I wondered what she might be doing, till I was jolted by the brakes and we all swayed. 1, 2, 3, we do the dance, and maybe one day we dance together. 1, 2, 3, I just wanted you to dance with me. Our fingers tapped in code between the floors and through the ether, as the world outside was slowing to a stop. I finally asked for lunch at 1 and feared your answer'd never come. But there we were across the table in a crowded shop. 1, 2, 3, we do the dance, and maybe one day we dance together. 1, 2, 3, I just wanted you to dance with me. And the steam curled cursively up around your face, till through a stray winter beam it parted. And the noise of life seemed to simply fall away, until I only heard the beating of my heart. High up on Haleakala, I caught you by surprise, among the silver sword in the glow of the rising sun. I only wanted to be where you were. I just said the words I knew were truer than the life that I'd been living without your love. 1, 2, 3, we do the dance, and maybe one day we dance together. 1, 2, 3, I just wanted you to dance with me. 1, 2, 3, I just wanted you to dance with me. Thank you.
Wow, that's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing
one,
that with us.
Yeah, that one's got some orchestration on it, and some really beautiful, swell electric guitar stuff that Michael Hinchman did. But thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's see, it's 12 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more without talking much here. This is a song I wrote about some times when I was a kid, spending some time on my grandfather's 400-acre alfalfa farm up in eastern Washington. He taught me how to drive a tractor. And while he was teaching me how to drive a tractor, he would teach me, tell me things about life that he thought were important for me to know. So it wasn't so much a tractor lesson as a bunch of life lessons. I'm still there in your golden fields in the early morning light, riding with you on your red Ford tractor as you taught me how to drive, and how working hard was how I was gonna find out what I loved. If it's worth doing, do it well, my son. 'Cause love is like the sun on the fields of summer. Laughter's like the rain, they need to grow. Time will slip away, so don't wait too long to sow. Just find what you love and don't let go. We loaded up up your big old rig and we stacked the bales up high. And as you drove that truck to Portland, I took some no-dos on the slide. And through a truck stop night I laid awake and I learned about your snoring and how caffeine is better in the morning. And love is like the sun on the fields of summer. Laughter's like the rain they need to grow. Time will slip away, so don't you wait too long to sow. Just find what you love and don't let go. We sang songs and hymns and you told me stories. And you said, son, I do believe this train is bound for glory. Now I don't have an old red tractor or a field of hay to keep, but I have this song to sing for you as you're headed off to sleep. About how working hard is how you're gonna find out what you love. If it's worth doing, do it well, my little one. 'Cause love is like the sun on the fields of summer. Laughter's like the rain they need to grow. Time's gonna slip away, so don't you wait too long to sow. Just find what you love and don't let go. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Jan. Okay, I got one more for us here. Jan, thanks so much for fitting me into your schedule.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Scott.
It's so great to see just a few real faces. This is the new record that is coming out. It's called Corner of the World, that's a picture of me sitting in my backyard with my bamboo all dead behind me from the freeze. But I spent so much time in my home. It was like a little spaceship with my wife and my two sons, who were actually 20 and 24. They unexpectedly ended up spending almost a year with us, which actually ended up being a really beautiful thing. Anyway, this is called Deep Dark Night. Thanks again. Don't you be afraid of the deep dark night, 'cause come a new morning that sun will shine. It's coming around and it's soon to rise. That sun is gonna shine on you. Don't you worry none about what some say. Hold your head up and be on your way. Don't give them 1 minute or one more day. Keep doing what you gotta do. And don't let those demons run free, 'cause they ain't got nothing on people like you and me. Keep all your your sights and let them run to the light when you see it shining. Tomorrow will come on its own, my friend. Yesterday flew with the cool night wind. Ain't nothing gonna make it come around again. We're living in here and now. So don't you be afraid to try something new. You might be amazed at what you can do. The sky is the limit and it's clear and blue. Don't you be afraid of something new now. And don't let those demons run free. No, 'cause they ain't got nothing on people like you and me. And keep all your dreams in your sights and let them run to the light when you see it shining. Don't you be afraid of the deep dark night. It's coming a new morning, that sun will shine. It's coming around and it's soon to rise. That sun is gonna shine on you. Thank you so much. Leanne, it's great to see you. Jan, thank you. It's great to hear you too.
Thank you, Scott. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yep. Have a great night. I'm going to stick around for a bit.
Great. And hello, Emerald. It's so nice to meet you. And welcome. Uh-oh, you're still muted, hon. I love the dress, too, by the way.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Why do we have such hesitation about saying that anymore? Can you hear me now?
I'm coming through. Well, it's 1 a.m. here in Vermont. And
Yes.
I took off my bathrobe to play this show, so better be good, right? So yeah.
I have a hunch it's going to be great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This is so great.
So this is Emerald Ray, who, by the way, we should be congratulating on her official showcase this year.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I'm so thrilled and honored to be here as an official showcase artist. It was so great. And I loved watching all of the other officials. Oh my goodness. Everybody's just like, got so much.
Scary talented, right?
And, yeah, it was just amazing to see, the variety of other things that are happening. And so I don't know if everybody saw it that was there, but I submitted a live show, which was kind of like warts and all, but I was kind of.
It worked.
Nobody else did that, and that's kind of working because, yeah, there's been so few live shows, and I am just solo mio, so I've actually had a lot of opportunity to just go out and do a lot of shows, do a lot of live streams, do a lot of things that a lot of other bands and groups can't do because there's more than one person that they've been quarantining away from each other, or all those kind of things. So I feel very lucky to be able to just have been so lean and mean through this entire process. So yeah, and here we are. This is my final showcase at SWERFA. SWERFA, I'm gonna miss you. Maybe I'll see you next year. Maybe we'll all be together in Austin next year. But I'm gonna just do a few songs and we'll see how it goes. Oh, actually, I'm gonna switch fiddles. Sorry, guys, it's late. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting everything I'm doing. I'm really good for these showcases at not deciding what I'm doing until the minute of. That's why. I know what I'm doing now. Wish to the Lord I'd never been born. Died when I was young. I never would have seen your two brown eyes and heard your flattering tongue. Oh Lord, heard your flattering tongue. Oh, who's gonna show your pretty little feet? Who will buff your hair? Who's gonna kiss your pretty lips and leave in a foreign land, my love? In a foreign land. Oh, you said you understand that you'll love another man, and your heart shall no longer be mine. Oh, you said you understand that you love other men, and your heart shall no longer be mine. Oh, Mama will show your pretty little feet. Mama will cuff your hand, and I will listen here in a foreign land, my love. Here in a foreign land. Oh, you said you understand that you love other men, and your heart shall no longer be mine. Oh, you said you understand that you love other men, and your heart shall no longer be mine. I'm never gonna take another one's hand. Let her hear me back on the ground. I'd rather be standing at the top of some hill where the rain came pouring down. Rain came pouring down. Oh, you said you understand that you love other men, and your heart shall no longer be mine. Oh, you said you understand that you love other men, and your heart shall no longer be mine. Thank you very much. I'll rip right into a barn burner next. We were only children when we met. Could have been the best thing or the worst thing. Just out of my reach and unknown path. It was the first time I thought the city lights call me away. The city lights call. The city lights call me away. The city Thank you very much. I'm going to switch fiddles now.
I don't know how you do that all at the same time. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Just practice. I hate to be so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Especially at 1 a.m.
I'm not yet. It's not the easiest. My voice is not in love with me right now. I'll say that. I'm gonna do a quieter one, so my voice doesn't have to. I always think like I'm like I'm not really built to be a musician. I'm actually technically a morning person. So like I can be awake for this part, but I'm not really all entirely there. I'm not really good at night owling, actually. I try. I'm trying to do the thing, but it doesn't matter what time. It doesn't matter how late the gig is. If I go to bed at 3 in the morning, whatever, my body is like, it's 6 a.m. It's time to get up now. So at this time, midnight, the witching hour, is when my voice starts to get a little witchy, which I just think just kind of fits the entire mood of this midnight 1 a.m. witching hour anyway. So I'm just gonna go with it. So this song is called Inkwell. This is just an awkward little, funny little contemplative song, just a slow, sensitive one, just to prove that I can do it. I wrote you a letter today. I slipped it between the pages of a nice book of poems, and there it will stay. I looked out my window to see the sun in the trees and took in the warmth of the day through the crimson red leaves. I walked to the edge for a look. I stood there and wondered if love was as deep as an inkwell. How long is our book? I told you I'd call in a while. You'd never believe what kept me behind all these years. I'll tell you sometime. I told you how strange things could be. You never would see how tangled in a bright colored web the truth can be. Don't ever change. Don't ever change. Don't ever change. I wrote you a letter today. I slipped it between the pages of a nice book of poems, and there it will stay. Thank you very much. Well, I'm trying to see my clock. What time is it? Oh, it's about 7 minutes left. I tell you what, I'm gonna do like a 4-minute tune. I'm gonna do you a fiddle tune, and then whoever's next can start a little early. Cause why not? It's been so wonderful to be here at Swerfa. Oh my goodness. I wish we could all be here together, but Next year, you never know. Is anybody going to be at Folk Alliance in February at all? No. Well, I'm going to try to be there. I'm planning on being there.
I'm going to do a few of the regionals, but the one in New Orleans is always large.
It's actually this year.
It's back in Kansas.
Back in Kansas City.
Good. It'll be large there.
Yeah, I know. I know. So much though, because I'm so involved in the traditional music scene as well. It's a great chance for me to connect with the songwriter scene, but then also see all my traddy friends, like all the people running around playing in Irish bands and Scottish bands and that kind of thing, which I've done for the last 20 years before I was doing this stuff. So it's I love it. It's just such a big, huge worldwide smorgasbord of stuff. I like just all of the variety at Folk Alliance. So that's really my favorite one. So I'm excited to go to that when it's possible. So I'm gonna plan to go and cross my fingers and we'll see what happens. But hopefully I'll see some of you guys there, and if not, I'll see you along the road somewhere. But I'm gonna play you a fiddle tune because I've been standing up here doing all this fiddle singing and I haven't actually played you a fiddle tune. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to play you a tune called Rosamond, which I wrote for my niece on the day that she was born. And again, thank you so much, Jan, and thanks to everybody. Thank you to Swerfa. This will be my last one, and good night.
Entirely my pleasure, Emerald.
Oh, thank you so much. And as soon as I'm done, I'll let the next person get on, and I'll put my contact info, the booking information, all that stuff in the chat. And then I'll see you guys next time.
Brava.
That was great,
Well,
Emerald. Nice
that
to
was
hear
great.
Thank you. That was fantastic.
I felt like I should do an Irish step dance to it.
you. Yeah, I felt like dancing.
Yeah.
If I only could.
Happy when people get up and dance when I'm playing because, just being a dance fiddler for a very long time, it's weird when I'm playing and people are sitting. That feels uncomfortable to me.
Also, you woke me up.
Oh, good.
Same here.
It woke me up too. Now I'm awake and it's going to take me 3 hours to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you so much, Jan. Thanks again. And on to the next. Is it Julia next?
It's Julie, yes. And we're delighted to have her. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you. I've known Jan for years.
Indie Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that was a million years ago.
Yeah. And, and also Austin, visiting Austin. So, yep. Great town. I hope to get back there soon. Okay, well, I'm going to get started. I'm going to do a song about Buck Owens and Bakersfield that some friends of mine and I wrote not too long after Buck had passed. We were like, we need to find out more about this guy and write a song about him. And so we had fun with it. And here's the song. It's called Bakersfield. At the blackboard, stirring up the crowd with a Telecaster twang. Label man down in LA laid a contract down when he heard Buck Owens sing. Now you could hear a freight train in the sound. Them buckaroos were tearing up the town out in Bakersfield. 4 weeks top of the country charts, 1963, and all he did was act naturally. Always sober and always on time, showing us how fine a good old country picker's life could be. You could hear a freight train in the sound. Them buckaroos were tearing up the town out in Bakersfield. Now you can hear a freight train in the sound. Them buckaroos are still stirring up the crowd at the Crystal Palace in the sky and down here on the ground out in Bakersfield. Thank you. Okay, since I'm in drop D, I'm going to do another song in that. And I wrote this song not too long after my mom passed away in 2019. And it's kind of about the process of grieving and how it's something that you really don't get over a person. You pretty much go through it, and going through it is a process that's necessary and kind of spiritual and sacred. And that person is always in your life because you're always feeling that. So I'm hearing some noise coming from somewhere. Like, oh, okay, great. Sound like a plane or something. I don't know. It's so funny. Like being on Zoom, we get so used to everything being like dead quiet. And then I was thinking, well, I mean, if I was playing in a club or a bar or something, there'd be lots of noise. If I was in a coffee shop, there'd be, blenders going and coffee machines and everything. So it's so strange how we're so used to the silence now. Anyway, this song is called Down Here, and it's written for my mom. Down here, no one can reach me. The pain is mine alone. In those last days, you were silent, but I knew you could hear my song. I'm told it's gonna get better if I can face the fear and let my soul dive down here. Down here, it's dark and scary. Sadness washes over me. I sit real still and close my eyes. Your smiling face is there to see. Finding sweet release each time I shed a tear, and crying is allowed down here. Reading the cards on my windowsill, words of comfort from people I love. Now the floodgates open wide, my voice joins the perching dove. Down here, this mortal coil, and it's not time to follow you beyond. But each wise word and happy memory is here to keep me strong. I know it's gonna get better. I feel your spirit near, so I'll stay a little longer down here. I'll stay a little longer down here. Thank you. Thank you. So let me just tune that string up a little bit. Woo, back up to E. Good. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna do a song that was written not too long after Nashville had our big flood. It seems like no matter where you go, there's always some kind of natural disaster going on these days, but this was a song about how our town came together, and just kind of a celebration of small towns everywhere. Bells are ringing my hometown. That's the signal, high water's coming down. We all got baptized, rich and poor. Shoulder to shoulder we'll rebuild together. Hometown, hallelujah. Grandpa built those Thank you. I wrote that song with Queenie Mullinix and Bruce John Brigham here in Nashville. Some great co-writer friends of mine. Actually, one was my ex-husband. Great songwriter, though. Kind of like, we didn't have any kids, but we had babies, and they were our songs. And fortunately, we don't really have much of a custody battle to deal with, because you just split them 50-50 and it's done, you know? Anyway, we wrote some good songs together. This is one of them. It's a song I wrote with Bruce John and also a wonderful songwriter named Jessica Solomon. Or I think she goes by Jessica Martindale now, but I'm not sure. Okay, it's called The Wheels and the World. Stereo's busted. Saturday drive. You and me on the back roads, losing all sense of time. Tell me one of your stories. It doesn't have to be true. I just want to hear the sound of your voice. And there's nothing else to do but hold each other's hand. This is how it should be. The wheels and the world spinning at just the right speed. The days fly by like seconds. We spend our lives chasing them down. But everything worth chasing after is right here beside me now. Yeah, and everything worth chasing after is sitting beside me now. And there's nothing else to do but hold each other's hand. This is how it should be. The wheels and the world spinning at just the right speed. And there's nothing else to do but hold each other's hand. This is how it should be. The wheels and the world spinning. The wheels and the world spinning. Wheels and the world spinning at just the right speed. So,
I just wanted, do you have 3 minutes, sir, that you could fit into the remaining time?
yeah.
Certainly. And I wanted to let you know, since Scott, one of my friends in Israel, has been watching the show, and the first I knew she's watching it on Facebook. Hi, Myra.
Yeah.
And the first I knew was she said good morning, which is what it is in Israel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Morning in a lot of places, probably.
So you're known all around the world now.
Well, that's fantastic. Great. Well, actually, I'm hoping someone from Indonesia is watching this because my next song has to do with, well, there's a connection to Indonesia, and you'll hear it. I don't want to give too much of the song away. Just that it was a song prompt that I was given to write a song with the word dragon in it, and I was inspired to write this one. Okay. Massive fire-breathing dragons once roamed the land, feared by many and challenged by few, filled our heads with wondrous stories of God and man. Epic battles, your fame it grew. Millions of years on this earth. Now your numbers are small. Sea keeps rising every day. Your island's bound to fall. Oh, Komodo, where will you go? Oh, Komodo, where will you go? Poachers come with darts and rifles to win a prize. Towns move closer and box you in. You can see 300 meters with ancient eyes. Can you see how the story ends? Millions of years on this earth. Now your numbers are small. Sea keeps rising every day. Will we destroy you all? Oh, Komodo, where will you go? 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 Thanks.
Thank you so much for being here, Julie.
Thanks for having me. I'll hang out.
It's my pleasure.
Okay. Hopefully I can
Okay.
see you in Austin sometime soon.
Hopefully.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So welcome to Boyd Blomberg.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for agreeing to take this like middle of the night slot.
Well, this is it. I'm playing Joe's Our Haven room at 1:30, so that's a real late one, actually.
Oh, so this will just wake you up so you can do
Right,
that.
right. I'll be Nashville hot, as they say. You know. Well, actually, earlier I was over in the Alamo room on a song swap, and they were trying to tell me that San Antonio is much better than Austin. I wasn't having it.
Oh,
quite
that is
frankly,
so wrong.
John was just really putting the screws to me, right?
No.
It was great. It was great. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. Well, I've been writing a whole bunch of songs since the beginning of last year. I had a self-imposed song a week thing, and I went in 24, 25 weeks, and then summer got busy. I became an impresario. I got some funding to host and live stream a noon concert series 3 times a week with mostly local musicians. So I'm going to hop back on it. Scott, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. And this is one of them. All right, thanks. This is a song I'm calling The Oath.
this dusty old street where this border town meets a cantina without a front door. With weary eyes they did greet to get me out of this heat. I thought cards and a drink were in store. Been riding rough on the trail where prairie schooners set sail. When it all went down south, so did I. I'm gambling thief and a looter by the hold of my six-shooter. I've been lucky, but today I will die. Well, that card game turned risky, so I poured one more whiskey. This bottle, the only friend I got. And Carmelita looking frisky, cowpoke's eyes turned shifty. Silence broke the crack of a shot. Been riding rough on the trail where prairie schooners set sail. When it all went down south, so did I. I'm a gambling thief and a looter by the code of my six-shooter. I've been lucky, but today I will die. So my pistol I drew, it was then that I knew, as the blood drained from my withered black heart, the great darkness my due. To my oath I'd been true, born to play the devil's sworn part. Been riding rough on the trail where prairie schooners set sail. When it all went down south, so did I. I'm a gambling thief and a looter by the code of my six-shooter. I've been lucky, but today I will die. Yo-le-yo-lo-ho, 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 yo-le. Yo-le-yo-lo-ho, 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 yo-le. Been riding rough on the trail where prairie schooners set sail. When it all went down south, so did I. I'm a gambling thief and a looter by the code of my six-shooter. I've been lucky, but today I will die. Yeah, I've been lucky, but today I did die.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great lyrics. Oh my God.
Well,
thank you.
I'll tell you what, 24, 25 weeks in a row with the song each week is amazing.
Well, Scott, I'm sure, and Jan, you all, and Julie probably as well, you know that group called Real Women, Real Songs? I've had a whole bunch of, my friend Alice Peacock and Hope Dunbar, a whole bunch of them have done that. And then, of course, Austin's own Shawnee, my friend Shawnee Kilgore, has written a song a week for like 4 years or something crazy. And I didn't have any song prompts, so I just go for it, you know. But it's fun. I've learned, I've never worked that way before, and it's something else, let me tell you, you know. Because I debut them on my Sunday night Twitch and Facebook live streams. So I'm holding the social media folks on my live streams were holding me accountable, you know.
That's great.
Always helps.
It sure does, right?
Yeah.
Much better with no plan B, right?
Right.
Well, a couple years ago, my old Pushing Chain duo mate Adam and I were playing Woody Fest, and after Saturday night, after the show, we were in the parking lot, and we were hanging with Dan Navarro and Butch Hancock and Butch's son. And Butch played West Texas Waltz, and I was all thumbs because I was just watching him, you know, I was standing right next to him. And he probably thought, oh, boy. Anyway, I kind of became friends with him. And often when I write, I think of someone in mind. And for some reason, I wrote this for Butch, though he doesn't know it yet and probably never will. This is called Where Lonesome Was Born. The creeks will rise, and so will the sun, as sure as the sky is blue. Don't tell me those lies like yesterday's done. How can I believe you've been true? Out in West Texas, where Lonesome was born, and the sun paints the New Mexico sky.
Where love will bloom, there's always a thorn, and the tears those cruel winds will dry. Water so still can look like a mirror, but drink from the love that will flow. This vessel to fill, when love tastes so pure, then drought comes and it's running too slow. Out in West Texas, where Lonesome was born, and the sun paints a New Mexico sky. Where love will bloom, there's always a thorn, and the tears those cruel winds will dry. Winter's now gone, and new love's like spring. It grows among rocks in the sand. As dusk becomes dawn, the gift night will bring. Warmth covers once cold barren land. Out in West Texas, where Lonesome was born, and the sun paints a New Mexico sky. Where love will bloom, there's always a thorn, and the tears those cool winds will dry. Out in West Texas, where Lonesome was born, and the sun paints a New Mexico sky. Where love will bloom, there's always a thorn, and the tears those cool winds will dry.
Thank you. Where Lonesome was born.
Love that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to do another new one here. It's been interesting. Just like everybody else, I've gone from I average at 250 gigs a year to zero due to the COVID thing. So I was playing our farmers market, which is a tips only thing, and then I was playing out in our park here. I'm in northern Minnesota on the North Shore of Lake Superior. Dare I say, the greatest of the Great Lakes. And so I was out in the elements. It's, winter's coming on here, and it was, 50 degrees and blowing here today. So it's been interesting.
Sounds chilly.
Oh, yeah. So I got a pandemic song here. It took me a little while. I wrote this this is one of my Song Week projects. I call it Us and We. And a lot of people on the internets and songwriting friends and acquaintances. There was a lot of COVID blues. I got the COVID blue flu and, et cetera, which was all a little too on the nose for me. And so I came up with this one. This is called Us and We. I'm going to shove up. Yeah.
When and where we will all walk what's fair, helping hands to lend and share. Where and when it'll all come back again, 'cause we all need some good love and care. Lost at sea, it's us and we, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. Lost at sea, it's you and me, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. Who and why will the answer answered by and by, raising bars that set from low to high. Why and who? There's no secret to the crew. Just look inside, you'll know we've got to try. Lost at sea, it's us and we, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. Lost at sea, it's you and me, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. Lost at sea, it's us and we, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. Lost at sea, it's you and me, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. Lost at sea, it's us and we, 'cause we're all in the same boat now.
Thank you very much. And ain't that the truth, huh?
I can sympathize.
Right. It's a hot mess down there in Texas.
Oh my gosh.
A lukewarm mess, anyway.
It literally and figuratively.
Right.
It'll be a frozen mess in another couple of months.
Yeah, exactly. There you are. Here's another one here. Let's do this one. Another hopped up one. You know, I've always said I mostly write songs of abject heartache, you know, profound loss and loneliness, and this is yet another one with lonely in the title. This is called When Lonesome Turns to Lonely.
When lonesome turns to lonely, he's where I swear I'll never be. When lonesome turns to lonely, so why you go walking out on me? The fuse has been lit a long time ago, and on a stone was writ, but now we'll never know. When lonesome turns lonely, he's where I swear I'll never be. When lonesome turns lonely, so why you go walking out on me? Alone isn't lonely when you're sitting neath a tree, but lonesome turns lonely when your lover has gone free. When lonesome turns lonely, he's where I swear I'll never be. When lonesome turns lonely, so why you go walking out on me? Now my hidden feelings show, you wonder why I grieve. I've learned another way to know you're really gonna leave. When lonesome turns lonely, he's where I swear I'll never be. When lonesome turns lonely, so why you go walking out on me? So why you go walking out on me?
Thank you very much. I'll play one more short one here. How's that sound? Boy, I miss y'all. Really, huh? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I haven't really been paying attention. Is Kansas City Folk Alliance International happening in real life? Does anyone know?
Both. It'll be in real life and it'll be virtual.
Well.
Yeah.
I better make a decision.
Go check out the website.
I should. I just haven't been there yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is probably the best time to register, and I don't think the low price is going to last too much longer.
Yeah, I should get on. Yep, it's usually ends. Tune 'cause I care, yeah. This is another number from a Song a Week project. As I mentioned, I don't know how the rest of you work, but usually songs come out in groups of 1 to 3, maybe 3. And then I play them and I change words and I polish them up. But one a week, man, there's just no time for nothing. I know. Julie in Nashville, you're thinking, 1 a day, 2 a day, I don't know about that for me.
I've been doing 1 a day for a while.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Hats off, Jan. I don't know how you do it.
It keeps the anxiety away.
Right. It's called Home by Morning. Snow is falling and I'm rolling down the road. Home my morning to be with you. No, I've been longing to lose this mighty load. Roaming around the country's what I do. I hear your voice calling as I'm rambling down the road. Home my morning to be with you. It's been too long since I kissed your smile. Been too long, I filled every weary mile. Been too long, so much longer than a while, so much longer than a while. Snow is falling and I'm rolling down the road. Home my morning to be with you. No, I'm longing to lose this mighty load. Rambling around the country's what I do. I hear your voice calling as I'm rolling down the road. Home my morning to be with you. Come tomorrow, I'll hold you tight. Come tomorrow, I'll feel every through the night. Come tomorrow when our love is shining bright. Well, our love will shine so bright. Snow is falling and I'm rolling down the road. Home my morning to be with you. No, I'm longing to lose this mighty load. Rambling around the country's what I do. I hear your voice calling as I'm rambling down the road. Home my morning to be with you. Snow is falling and I'm rolling down the road. Home my morning to be with you. No, I've been longing to lose this mighty load. Roaming around the country's what I do. I hear your voice calling as I'm rambling down the road. Home my morning to be with you. Yes, I'm home my morning to be with you. I'll be home my morning to be with you.
Well,
Thank you very much.
It's great to hear you, Bump.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it. I appreciate
Thank you, bud.
Thanks for having me, Jan. I really appreciate it. Julie, great songs, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great to
Everybody was wonderful tonight. In fact, there's not a dud in the bunch, you know?
That's great when that happens, because
no kidding.
I booked our Pushing Chain Presents room for 5 years in a row in Kansas City, and oh boy, sometimes you just can't know from videos now, can you?
Nope. But we've been very fortunate this evening, and the open mic this afternoon was amazing.
It was good, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you would expect there would be at least one or two duds, and there were not.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I can
anyway.
I can put my head around when someone's new and they're trying and all that, there's good stuff about that too, right? So.
Where are you located, boy?
I'm in northern Minnesota. Bob Dylan grew up in Hibbing, Minnesota, which is about 95 miles to the woods right over here.
Okay.
And so if I go out my driveway, put my right blinker on, I'm on Highway 61. I drive a couple hours. I'm in Duluth, Minnesota. I hit I-35. I take that south, put my right blinker on, and exit in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
I've
been
two turns.
To Duluth.
You have been to Duluth?
I have been to Duluth. There was a club there. It may still be there. I don't know. I only went once. But there was a club that I played at that was a folk club.
Yep. It's Grace Bakery.
That's it. Yeah. It's still there?
Yeah. It is. It's not like it used to be.
Oh,
I mean, like all the Rounder and Red House people used to play that. Like I saw Lucy Kaplansky there, and on and on and on. But
I opened for Les Sampu, and I was delirious to be there.
Right. Yeah, it's okay. I'm way up in the woods here, but I like it. So.
Yeah, so you probably had a good laugh when we complained about freezing Texas, right?
Right. What was that, Julie?
I have a song about Montana, but I've never been there.
All right.
It's about someone who kind of longs to leave the city and get away to someplace else, and finds some magazine pictures about Montana.
Right. Well, I'm an old road dog. I've played in every state except for Rhode Island and Alaska, and I've never been to Alaska. So.
Me neither. I've been to every state except for Oregon, Idaho, and Montana.
Well, you best get out there.
I know, before something happens and they're
Some
all
beautiful place. Yeah. Before the Iceberg earthquake or something. Bump, what's the temperature tonight?
That's a good question. I bet we're down at about in the 36 Fahrenheit range is my guess.
That's why I don't live there.
Yeah, it's getting down there. We're could be a few weeks from snow, but
Currently in Austin, it's 70.
Here we are, 64.
Oh, beautiful. I know. I miss it.
Where are you, Scott?
Actually, I live in Smithville now.
Oh, okay. So that explains it, because we got 70 here.
70, yeah, it's cooler out, away from the heat island, yeah.
Away from the asphalt, right?
But are you in a pretty rural spot, Bump?
I am. I live in the least densely populated county in the state of Minnesota, so there are only 5,000 people. It's like there are more people on a cruise ship than the whole county.
Wow. Looks like you have good internet, though.
What's that?
Looks like you have good internet.
Oh, yeah. We had a fiber optic situation, broadband. We get pulled up about 6 years ago. So my upload and download speed test with my Ethernet's like right around 100 Mbps. I mean, it's ripping. It's really good. So
we're about to get Google Fiber here, and they make a lot of noise putting it in, and it's sort of irritating, but I'm okay.
Yeah,
as soon as they're done, I'm in.
Yeah, I think I've got 50 up and down here, but what I miss about Austin was having gigabit. It was amazing.
Yeah, when it's just
but actually, if you've got 50 synchronous, it's about as good
fine.
as
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to see if it means I can play duets with my students.
No.
No, that latency. Even the Rolling Stones tried it early on in COVID, and they couldn't even pull it off. So there's no hope for any of us, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you got another show? Buck,
I do.
somewhere
I got to
else?
split.
Okay.
I'm going over
I gotta
to
get some
Joe's.
sleep.
Good to see y'all.
Jill-
Thank you so much. I really
too,
appreciate it.
Likewise.
We'll
And
see
good to
ya.
meet
Thank
you.
Julie.
All
It was
right.
nice to
And
meet you
thank
too.
you to Julie, and thank you to Scott. It was a great show.
All
I
right.
had
So
a-
long.
Thanks,
Thanks.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right, see
Bye.
ya. Bye-bye.
Night, y'all.